So first things first, let's hop over on the DOJ website here. Sorry, I'm typing in caps. I'm using a push to talk. So once you come on here, obviously this is my new account. I'm not in the DOJ anymore because I just couldn't handle it for myself. It was a little bit too time consuming, and obviously life's more important than that. So they're gonna ask you your name and things like that as soon as you get into the interview. Just have a first and last name. Obviously everybody does. Just answer truthfully. Age, date of birth. They're gonna ask you for your age and date of birth. So make sure you guys know your date of birth. Obviously, make sure you're 16. If you're not 16, do not apply. They will not accept you at 15. They won't accept you at 14. They won't accept you at 13. Unless um, there's no unlesses, unfortunately, in this one. But they're gonna ask you if you have GTA. They're gonna basically ask if you want a short and simple answer. If this is all the long you want to watch in this video, they're gonna ask you almost every question on your application. They want to hear you say it in person. They're gonna ask you to tell them about yourself. So make sure that you write very detailed in your application, and make sure you're very detailed when you answer their question. Don't give them short answers. They want to look for the best of the best. And if you give them short answers, they're not going to accept you, unfortunately. I know it's tough to give your information and tell people who you are, and it's hard. It's a hard thing to do in real life too, like and outside of the video game world. But be specific here, and it'll help you out in terms of the whole entire application. If they like who you are, they're going to bring you on. Because obviously your skill base was good enough to get accepted, so they're really just testing to see what kind of person you are in the application, in the interview. So they're gonna ask you the general duties of your department. So if you're a civilian, obviously, communications, just look it up, watch some videos on it, understand what you're going to be doing. Understand if you're communications, you're not going to be in game patrolling around in the car. If you're sandy shores, make sure that you understand that you're not going to be in the city much, and you're not going to be doing. If you're in sandy, you're going to be doing a lot of traffic, and if you're in the city, maybe you're more into robberies and stuff like that in the crime areas and the downtown areas in the city, and maybe other parts, Rockford Hills, patrolling up there in the nicer areas. A lot of robberies in the cities and stuff like that. There's a lot of traffic, but there's mostly a lot of robberies in the city because there's a lot of banks and stuff like that. If you're highway patrol, understand that you're not going to be spending a lot of time in the little cities, in the small areas, looking for stop signs. You're going to be patrolling the speeds of people most of the time on the highway, sending running radar and stuff like that. So that's going to be basically the duties of the jobs, but obviously you have to pan them out a little bit further and specify a little bit further than what I just did now, and you have to put that in your own words. So I wouldn't recommend copying, because a lot of people copy their DOJ applications, and it's not going to work because they've seen the application probably already. So um, another thing that they're going to ask in the application is why do you want to be a part of the DOJ, and give it to them because they want you to be specific here. They want to hear that their community is the best of the best over everybody else's. Because that's you want to give them what they want to hear here. Because they're gonna want to look for someone that's gonna be loyal to the community and not just be a small person and not really care about what they're doing for the actual department. So next thing is they're gonna ask you if you have the last question they're gonna ask besides some like short yeses, and obviously all you have to do for those ones is say yes. They're gonna ask you, do you have any other skills, like, and not necessarily department skills really. They want to know if you have any skill in like Google Docs, Google Forms, Google Sheets, stuff like that. Stuff that's gonna be useful for the community. And they're gonna ask you probably other questions, like they're gonna ask you whether or not you like the terms and services and stuff like that. Obviously, just say yes in those things. But just some things to know now before the application is know or even before the training, if you get past the application, is know the 10 codes, understand them, watch some videos on YouTube. Polecat's a great guy for like the OJRP. That's kind of the guy that inspires me the most out of the whole entire community. So watch someone like him and watch how he handles traffic stops and watch how he does them, what he says to the dispatcher and stuff like that, and try to practice that on your own. And that's the last tip right now before the training, before I get off and we have another video later maybe about the training, if you guys like this, is make sure you understand what it's going to happen. I'll let you guys know what to expect in the training in the next video. If you want to see the next video, guys, drop a like. The videos are going to be short and sweet, and I just want to like provide you guys some assurance, because if you guys got accepted, they obviously want you. You're obviously a potential candidate, so just don't mess up in the interview to the point where they don't want you anymore. Be as specific as possible in the interview, and make yourself stand out over other applicants, because that's what they're looking for in the interview. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, drop a like. If we hit 100 likes on this video, I will post another video about this. And if we get 1,000 views, I'll do the same. So either one's fine with me. Share this with your friends. Share this with your DOJ members. Put this in your Discord for your servers for people that are trying to get into the DOJ. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you guys later. Peace.